Here's our stewardship theme for October 2025. Our love for the Lord should be the primary motivation of our Christian service. For the love of Christ urges us on. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 14.
Morning, everybody. This is your periodic update from finance. There's a couple different responses that I often receive to financial information. First, it's, oh God, oh God, oh God, we're going to talk about money, and the blinders are dead. And brain flat waves. The other is, well, what's going on? We're going to close the church. Yeah. So let me start by saying, all bills are paid. There's no wolf at the door. There's some stuff that we need to take care of. On July the 9th, at 10:24 p.m., Harriet took her last breath on this earth. And I'm grieving that as her husband, but I'm also coming to grieve that as the church treasurer, because Harriet was a tither, as am I, but in a group as small as ours, when you lose a tither, that is a pretty bad hit. Now, right now, our inflow is enough to pay all the bills that come in, but that is deceptive. And it's deceptive because we have two bills that are coming in as lumps. First, in January, we're going to have the abortions come in that are $3,000 or $4,000 that have to be paid. We get a discount if we pay the whole year at once. 5% discount, but money's money. And second, the big hit is in July, when we have the church insurance come due. It's almost $11,000. So, yeah. So what I do every week, we pay the bills, but then I put the rest of the money aside towards those eventualities, and that's worked. What I've discovered after a few weeks of this is, yeah, there's enough money coming in to pay the current bills, but we're not socking money aside for the abortions in January and the insurance in July. That's something I, as treasurer, I always promised, growing up in this church and seeing other treasurers, I'm not going to say, it's up to you to pay for God's bills, or you've got to give more. No. We have a stewardship education program that we have that kind of lays out in non-confrontational terms what God expects of His people. If you are tithing, if you can afford to give a little bit extra, that will certainly find a home and happiness in January and July. If you're not yet tithing, this may be an opportunity for you to step up. I don't track individual giving. I don't know where anything goes. I know what Harry gave. I know what I give, and I know I can see that hole. So if you can help pave over the pothole of finances, that'd be fine. But come January or July, the wheel may fall off our truck. So there you have it. It's not a big emergency, and if it's something that we all kind of take care of now by addressing, taking a look at our finances, giving a little extra if we can, that's fine. And if not, there's nothing in the Bible, having read it, that says that Central Church on corner 6th Avenue and 13th Street is guaranteed to survive until the crack of doom. There's plenty of other churches that have gone a different way, and we could do that too, but we're nowhere near that today. So the you doomsayers who want to go immediately to, oh, we're going to close, no, all the bills are paid, the lights are on, the air conditioning is working, so please keep that in mind as we work through the rest of the weeks of this year towards January and then towards July. That we have not only the annual or the monthly bills, but we have those two slugs coming in the future, and we need to be able to put a little bit ahead every week instead of looking around. You know, I pulled all the seat cushions. There's no change left in them. So, to the extent that you can help, that's fine. And if you're already maxed out, well, then you're doing what God has said. And in that case, having done all that we can do, we'll see what happens.
Is there any more specific you would like us to put on?
No, if you can, that reminds me to fill out my envelope. If you can put it in current, that's where I will pay the slug for insurance, and to the extent the amount that's given in benevolence is not enough come January, I'll pull the extra if we have it from current. So current is the big general fund that gives us the most flexibility. You can give to that, that would be Marby Swell.